Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Mountaineers will put total leather and we'll get started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Cal's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Wants to throw on third. Finds a man by himself. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Cal! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So West Virginia's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Hauls it in. At the 45 on its way. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
It'll be a draw. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Here comes the heat. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's the handoff. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Hope. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Snags it quickly on the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Trying play action. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Throws for the tight end. Right on target this time. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Darnold. Got him downfield. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Punch it out of the air. Turning it on. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Got it in the middle, it's Schmidt. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quickly complete. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To throw, it's Darnold. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Golden Bears can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. On target to the left. And defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the ground with the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Golden Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 2nd and goal for this offense. They just keep firing. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young man? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Darnold. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Ncaa gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Throws to the back. The quick out. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing out.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Golden Bear! Fit it in the window for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged out of the air. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. He'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Darnold. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Golden Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Release to the back. Good timing on the quick out. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Makes the grab.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be third and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cal! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Darnold. Gives him the big stiff arm. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Trying to bull his way in. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's got him. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Back to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Holding. Defense.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Darnold. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Never a doubt. Had to settle for the field goal. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Grabbed in the middle, it's Turner.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Spits it out to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And the Golden Bears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Just keep slinging it. Right on the money. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The throw to the outside is complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Golden Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll go to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. The Mountaineers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Well, so much for being backed up. Now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. On the ground, it's Hope. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. The 10.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about...
Touchdown, Golden Bears! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
West Virginia, 13.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Darnold. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go up top on second and short. Touchdown, Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Got a man. It's Schmidt. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and get them the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. He wants to throw it again. Quick strike complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Golden Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the air on first down. And wings it incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks, and you just want to go back.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Just needs a crack to get a return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Golden Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got the quick pass. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And now they've moved into the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll set up to throw. Looking to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
63, West Virginia, 13.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot. Got his man to the left. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. While will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking downfield. Complete to the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Got a man. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want